Hello, BNI family. This is Gladys Monroy Boutwell with Insurance by Design. I'm the Education Coordinator for Portland Connect online chapter. And today we are going to be reviewing your USP for referrals, because you might wonder, what in the world am I talking about? And how does that affect my referrals through BNI or any really networking group? But we're going to be specific with BNI today. So to start is, what is your unique selling proposition? How are you different than your competition? What makes you unique? Are you making this most soft children's clothing? Is it no tags? Oh, when t-shirts with no tags came out, I know that was something that was very unique and different. But how are you different? What is it that you are doing that your competition either can't do or won't do? So for example, a unique selling proposition for M&Ms was, it melts in your mouth, not in your hands. Now at the time, no other chocolate company could make a chocolate that did not melt in their hands, because they didn't have that chocolate coating that M&M puts on their candies that allow them to last in your mouth without melting. So they were very different, and of course, popularity. But this is beyond just a slogan. A unique selling proposition is something that you're going to put within your business, no matter what you do, and how you create your products, how you present your products, on how you do returns if it's something that you're sending out, or how you provide a service, how you educate. So how are you a little different than everybody else? And then what words are you using to make that compelling argument to those that you're wanting to sell? So it really comes back to how are you different? How are you showing yourself to be just a little unique? For me, I speak Spanish. There are really not that many insurance brokers out there that do employee benefits that speak Spanish. There are quite a few that are a captive audience, or a captive agency, and there's nothing wrong with that, and they do speak Spanish, but not that many brokers on the P&C side, and even fewer on the employee benefit side. I do everything that touches an employee, I do. So guess what? If an employer has employees that speak Spanish, I don't use a translator. I am out there presenting to them. So that makes me a little unique. And that makes me a little different. So when you have what you have to offer and what your client wants, and they come together, that is your USP. That is what's going to get you to have those individuals come to you, that business, that individual, whoever it may be, or making those connections. Somebody else is going to say, ooh, you need to talk to so-and-so, and this is why. So you're being a little different. So it's what your clients value that is so important. Now, what problem are you solving? So that is part of that USP. You're solving a problem that others cannot or have not been able to solve. So going back to Spanish-speaking employees, if that Spanish-speaking employee calls an agency and they have nobody that speaks Spanish, they're going to have to get a translator on the line, or they're going to have to call them back. It's a whole process. And guess what? If somebody calls my agency, I'll be able to answer the question. My CSR, guess what? She also speaks Spanish. And so we're able to take care of the client. We're solving a problem. We're solving the client not having to use one of their staff to translate for them. Are they used to that? Probably, but guess what? Why are we not making it a little bit easier for them to not have that problem, solving that problem? And why do they want and need to speak to you? What makes you a little different? So when somebody needs a certain type of service, it's not just saying, oh, come talk to this person, the financial planner, the tax person, the tutor, the painter, project management, whomever it may be. It's not about that. It is about specifically why. So solving that pain point, that problem, that is going to get them to go speak with them. So for example, if somebody's a financial mess, they're like, oh, just got divorced and I don't know how to do the XYZs, then it's, oh, do you need somebody that you can talk to that's going to help you bring all that mess into something that's going to help you make money or be able to prepare for future? It's like, well, yeah, You know what? I know somebody perfect. She specializes in women that are going through a divorce and have a mess in their hands. They don't know what to do or how to do it. She helps clarify, educate, and solve that problem. Wow, that's very different than, hey, you need a financial planner, talk to so-and-so. No, it's very specific. I also had a situation where with talking to a client that I was going to write their employee benefits, one of the things that is required is that they have workers' compensation. Well, this business did not have workers' compensation. And it's like, guess what? I know somebody specifically that will help you with that, get you onto a plan, and all they need is XYZ, makes it super duper easy. Here's the link to make it really easy for you. Just plug in the information. All you need is this ABC 1, 2, 3, plug it in there. They will get it. They will do a quote. They will get back to you within 48 hours. And it will take, on the PNC side, it's going to take 2 weeks, but it's going to be right on the cusp of when we can get your benefits going. Guess what? That person was on it immediately because the pain point was they were not going to get health insurance if they didn't do this. So you got to find what is it that you're going to tell your BNI family so that we can easily send people that to want to speak to you. So here is an example. I'm going to age myself with Domino's. I remember when they had the fresh hot pizza delivered to your door in 30 minutes or less, or it's free. Well, we all want warm pizza. We want it nice and hot. We don't want it warm. We want it hot. And we want it fresh. We want it freshly made. We don't want to go out because guess what? We are watching a football game. We're spending family time. We might have a sick person at the house. We may be sick ourselves. We don't want to go out. So, and then getting it within 30 minutes or it's free. Guess what? Getting free pizza, that would be amazing. There was an example of somebody else more recently that what he did is that he sent a postcard to 500 households in the area, pizza parlor. And he didn't just say, hey, we're open, come try the best pizza in town. Whoop-de-doo, really? Maybe there's 3 other parlors. What he said is, come give us a try. You get a free slice of pizza if you don't like it. Wow. The person frugal me here that says, no, free slice of pizza if I don't like it, absolutely, let's go try it. We're going to give them a chance. And because they are giving that slice of pizza, we might want to then buy something else, a soda or a drink or a whole pizza, whatever it may be, you know, buy a whole pizza pie to take it home and get the free slice of pizza that I can have on the way to the house, you know, so that way I can have a little snack. What is it that you're doing? Is it going to cost you money to do that? In some cases, yeah, maybe, possibly, most definitely. But is there going to be a return on investment on that? Probably. Because with Domino's Pizza, it got them on the map. And that's what made them so different. Another example is FedEx. Guess what? When it absolutely positively has to be there overnight, you call FedEx. They even made a whole movie on FedEx, and they're having to fulfill that promise of overnight. But guess what? FedEx was not the first one to internationally do deliveries. There was DHL. They started it years prior to FedEx. But guess what? FedEx was the one that put that promise on the line, made that guarantee, and did that absolutely positively. We are going to do it for you. And they lived to buy it. And so because they were able to put it in all of their process, guess what? FedEx is still delivering overnight. Sometimes it's 2 days, sometimes it's 3 days if that's what you want. But if it positively needs to be there overnight, guess what? Most people are going to think of FedEx for that overnight package because they've made that promise. Now, what guarantees do you have? How can you make a promise to your clients that's going to go back to that USP? So for my client recently, they said, and this is a new client I just picked up, and they said, well, what's your contract? And I said, there is no contract. You can keep me for as long as you want to keep me and for as long as I am giving you what you want and need. Guess what? That's a guarantee that the moment I stop servicing that client or not giving them what they want or not doing what's right by them, they're going to trade me in for another broker out there. Will they? Well, I'm going to do my darndest to meet that promise to them, that guarantee that I will take care of them and answer their questions and know what they're going to need before they know what they're going to need, and answer the questions and take care of the clients. So what guarantees do you have that you're going to absolutely take care of them? It could be money back guarantee on an item. It could be, there's this one organization that I use. They said, if you don't get your money back within the whatever weeks and you've done all the things, guess what? We're going to keep working with you until you do. Right now, there's a BNI has a money back guarantee. If you do the things that you're supposed to do and you do not get your money back or your money's worth, we're going to return your money. You got to do the things, because BNI knows if we do the things that we're supposed to within BNI, we're going to get our return on investment and then some. So here it's your brand. You are offering this product or service for what target audience and what's the value proposition. This is going to be a very simplified, I put it together. It is, we offer the fastest slides for your kids so that you can rest while they play. Well, a parent might think, wow, if they get this fast slide, it's going to wear them out, which means they're going to be exhausted, which means after playing with their friends or playing with the siblings, they're going to take a nap. So they're being entertained while they're playing. I get to do the XYZ, over here as I watch them. But once they are done playing, guess what? They're going to take a nap. As a parent that needs downtime or needs to get something done, that's going to fulfill a pain point, right? Maybe there's not a guarantee in there. Maybe there is. It's guaranteeing to a certain extent that that you get to rest while the kids play. It's a fast slide. It's the funnest slide. It could be whatever it is that they want to do. That can be their USP. So why does this matter? When you are putting together your weekly presentation, you have to be able to share what makes you so unique. Why would your fellow BNI members want to refer to you and bring their clients to your door? It matters. What you're doing is not just something that anybody else can do. For example, I will give you a USP that I didn't even think about. It was somebody that I had worked with. I'm an insurance broker. I help businesses and individuals with their health benefits. Well, around the hospitals here in Portland, all the social workers have my name on speed dial because I speak Spanish. That makes me a little unique, a little different. I'm able to take care of staff, or I'm able to take care of the individuals that are primarily Spanish speaking. There's not that many insurance brokers out there that do employee benefits that speak Spanish. I'm one of the few. And when I was at this event, and it was completely different than my BNI was completely different than my business. It was with Rotary, and I was at a conference. And so as we're talking, and what do you do? It's a social hour. And and then what's your name? And somebody says, are you the Gladys? And I'm like, the Gladys? I don't know that I've ever been called the Gladys. And those around me said, oh, well, you must be special. I'm like, I don't know. And I was like, yeah, I think so, maybe. Tell me more. And she says, I'm so-and-so. I'm a social worker at X hospital. I've now retired. I go, oh my goodness, yes, I remember you. And she's like, okay, we need to get a picture to send to the other social workers to let them know that I met the Gladys. And then she turns to the others and she says, she saves lives. And I'm like, I do? Okay. I didn't know I did that. I had never seen my position as saving lives, but in her position as a social worker working in the cancer unit at a local hospital, calling me to be able to give somebody health insurance so that they can get the benefits and the services that they need to save their life, to get a bone marrow transplant, to get the care they needed. That was saving lives in her opinion. And I was like, whoa, it gave me chills. It cheered me up. I felt very special at that moment because I was doing something that was very unique. And it wasn't really that unique. It's the little spin. It was I was able to do something in the language of that particular person that they needed, and I took care of them. So yes, it matters. The message you give matters. So when you're doing your presentation, just keep in mind, how are you differentiating yourself? What is the problem that you're solving? Why should they talk to you? And what guarantees are you making? Keep that in mind. This has been Gladys Monroy Boutwell, Insurance by Design, Education Coordinator with BNI Portland Connect Online. You can reach me at insurancedesignpros.com. If you have questions, if you want to brainstorm, guess what? I'm here for you. Thanks so much, BNI family. Always fun chatting with you and sharing a BNI moment.